Welcome back to Holiday Hot Takes. Let's get to it. From Fast Hippie, Bert content is clearly superior to Man with Hat content. This is a cold take. Everyone tells me this. Where's Bert? Bring the Bert videos back. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not offended by this. I just think it's very funny when you create a separate character or personality and that becomes more popular than some of your other stuff. Station 7, The Door. Hot take. Beret is the Topher Grace of Nerf. Also, Brett, I want you to sing Rainbow Connection for the holiday special on account of your voice is a little bit like Kermit. Let's go. Man, I'm being stumped on this one. Topher Grace is a good thing, right? I guess that's a hot take because someone's gonna strongly disagree. Yes, let's go with yes. Thank you. So honored to hear that. The Kermit thing though. What? You think I sound like Kermit the Frog? I'm going to have to say things about this. Also, no, I don't take requests, so I'm not singing your song. Kermit does what Kermit wants. I'm not even wearing green, I'm wearing red today. From Nefomp, I've never liked the Longshot. I think it's ugly and not terribly ergonomic. Ooh, a very hot take. Longshot disrespect, and I have to assume this is the Nerf Longshot, otherwise you probably would have said X-Shot Longshot. Don't you love that? Isn't that great when companies do that? Respect, come on X-Shot, what are you doing? Be nice to Nerf. I know, I'm dodging the question, or the hot take. It's, okay. I can see why someone might not like the Longshot's ergonomics. I never had a huge problem with them, like the handle. I can see how the bipod might be a little discomforting if you're not removing it. It's also bolt action, it's kind of weird. You know, if you have a strong feeling about the Longshot's ergonomics, that's fine. I don't have a huge problem with it, so you can hate on the Longshot. Good news, it's not on store shelves right now, so you don't have to worry about that. Nishi501. HPA is amazing, and I don't know what happened to it. It was still here. It's not gone. I don't think saying HPA is amazing or like powerful or impressive is a hot take, but like when people say, we need more HPA, there's your hot take, and I have some sad news for you. It's very simple. It's just illegal at a lot of venues and a lot of places to play at. Like, plenty of people experiment with HPA, but I think there's been a stronger development of other types of blasters that you can actually use, or like more people can try out themselves, that isn't as like cost prohibitive and as just explicitly dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. And then yeah, you can't really bring it anywhere to show it off, at least like around here. It's just kind of a no-no. Plenty of places you can. Obviously, HPA is a big part of like paintball. Plenty of airsoft guns as well, I'm sure, use HPA. That shows my knowledge. But yeah, HPA and Nerf, at least in the States, hit or miss. And across the world, maybe it's a little bit more prevalent, but yeah, it really just depends on where you are. Benji J. Gee J. The Inline Clip feature needs to be introduced in official blasters. That's a hot take, and I agree with it. I think that's a really cool idea, and it's a shame that I haven't really seen any companies do that, right? Like having a dart behind another dart. Once you fire the first one, the next one's kind of ready to go, just like with a little flicking motion, maybe even a spring assistance in there. I mean, I think the argument of why companies might not try that is because you have to assume like maximum power when it's like filled all the way. So like that's gonna be your maximum, and then, you know, it's gonna work down to something that's significantly less powerful, and people might not like that. Smart ARs already have that problem or feature, depending on how you look at it. I agree though, I think that'd be a really cool thing to see on a modern blaster. Someone tell Hasbro. Galaga8779. Leonard triple shot is peak Nerf. Sure, I guess that's a hot take. Peak Nerf, we have to address that definition. Leonard, not Nerf, but yes, it fires foam darts, so I'm going to work with that assumption. That's the definition. Leonard triple shot is fun. Not very powerful with the 3 shots, but I know there's some classic mods to make the triple shot be, 4 shots only, rotating turret. It's pretty cool. I think it's an iconic old style blaster. Peak Nerf, I think a lot of people would disagree with that, but iconic to time long past, yes. Still fun? Probably, but when you fire 3 shots out of it per rotation, not very powerful, so I'm sure modern audiences would be very underwhelmed. Ollie Barron's BI7HJ, X-Shot is a better brand than Nerf for fun blaster. Well, it's always going to be a hot take when you say this company is better than this company. And yes, if you're arguing for the sake of fun, it is incredibly subjective, and I have to bring up, which I'm probably going to be bringing up multiple times in these videos, we have so many blasters from Nerf that at a certain point when you say, oh, this company does this better, it's like Nerf probably has something to compete. It might not be currently available. Like when you say fun blasters, what's your definition of fun? I think Nerf always has a fun blaster in its queue. I can think of a lot of fun blasters from Nerf. I can think of a lot of fun blasters from X-Shot as well. So it's gonna be very subjective, gonna have to disagree, but very hot. Dr. Dude, I hate the current non-3D printed scene. Hate is a strong word. I want more niche roles in my high-performance Nerf games. Give me high-performance shotgun, high-performance sniper, high-performance heavy weapons. I need a 150 plus FPS minigun, whether it's something like the Crusher or a motorized blaster. I hate every blaster being 150 FPS, but it's a rifle / pistol. There's not much difference between modern blasters, just whether they're springers or motorized. That's what Nerf used to be all about. Hate on Mega, Vortex, Mega XL, whatever, at least they added some variety. Okay, well, that last sentence, what was going on? We will not tolerate any hate on Vortex, Mega XL, or even Mega. So I mean, obviously this is a hot take, but gonna forget about that last one for a second because it doesn't really make sense here. Obviously they had variety. So you're saying that blasters that aren't 3D printed, that are high FPS, are always going to be like pump action springers or pistols, and that's what's getting bothersome? Maybe a little bit more than that, but you want more specialized stuff. Okay. Fair enough. I guess the challenge with a high-performance shotgun is, see one of the previous comments, they have to kind of just design for the maximum potential performance. So it's like if you have just your regular plunger system and it's firing only one dart, what is that at? So obviously they have to bring it down when it's going to be firing multiple darts, but then that might not be your desired 150 FPS, right? Like they have to assume that you're going to be firing just one dart at a maximum, and maybe a company like Worker could take that on, but Hasbro ain't no way. And then you've got snipers, which I guess, 150 FPS high performance sniper, that exists? Have you looked? Or do you mean like you want 300 FPS snipers? Guess what, that exists too. So this is an interesting one. High performance heavy weapon, just, you're looking for everything but scaled up. I think they exist. I think in some cases the request is a little unreasonable, because then if you're really trying to classify stuff, like I want a high performance, like I want a machine gun that shoots 200 FPS, like 5 darts per second, that's actually kind of slow. But it's like, then is it really a machine gun for Nerf? I think that kind of falls apart. And I hate to say this, you might find more success in airsoft for these demands. You just got airsofted.